We've got drama with the best team in the NFL, with the Philadelphia Eagles. Wide receivers love to post cryptic messages. A.J. Brown, he posted a cryptic one, and he actually spoke up on it after doing so. Brown had 2 catches for 7 yards on Sunday in their win over the Bucs, after he had a great game with 6 catches for 109 yards against the Rams. He has been up and down throughout the year as the passing attack has struggled quite a bit. He posted on Twitter right after the game, if you're not welcome, not listened to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene. Shrug your shoulders and be on your way. He then, during the week, when asked about it, or decided to state, first off, I want to start off by saying, obviously, Sunday after the game, I let my frustrations boil over. Brown said via the Philadelphia Inquirer, I didn't speak to the media. I had a chance to correct my frustrations, and I continue to let it boil over, and that's on me. I take full accountability on that. So he did establish, we don't have to play the game. Was this related to how he played? It was. He clearly established that. Am I the only one that's a little bit bothered by him doing this bit? Because he was on the Titans, he was misused, he was underproductive, and he was slowly toiling away. He gets blessed with this amazing opportunity to join the Eagles. They're paying him as one of the highest paid wide receivers in the NFL. He has a lot of really great games, and sometimes defenses are able to figure him out, and they still freaking win. When you're the best receiver on your team, you're going to get extra attention. It's going to be harder to get you the damn football. I don't mind speaking up, but AJ, you're a team leader. For the love of God, can you just do you want to get sent to Cleveland?
Yeah.
Do you want to get sent to New Orleans? I'm being so serious. This is the craziest thing, and people sometimes fight back on this and go, "Oh, how dare you? How dare you? Well, don't tell him he can't speak his mind." That's not what I'm saying. Chris Olave would kill to be in your shoes right now.
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me? He's getting his head knocked off every time he has a pass thrown his way. And you're over here. You have one bad game and you're tweeting about it. Like, dude, just enjoy. You want a Super Bowl. You want a Super Bowl. You're one of the highest paid receivers in the NFL. Just fuck.
That's Batman, though, man. The only reason
Batman wouldn't say anything. What are you talking about?
Batman just beat the Rams.
Devonta Smith has bad games. I don't even know what Devonta Smith's voice sounds like. A.J. Brown's going to have another performative book on the sideline.
Oh, come on.
How to get open for dummies. Is that going to be the...
I like A.J. Brown. I like A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown was on...
I do too. I love A.J. Brown. I love him. He's a great player, but why are you making us yell about this?
Your "do you want to get sent to Cleveland" line is going to stick with me. God, that's funny. There is literally 31 other places that are worse for you when it comes to winning football and possibly winning a Super Bowl than the one you're at. Unfortunately, A.J. Brown was involved with the dumbest trade possible in NFL history ever conceived, ever.
Blessed to be a part of that. Most receivers in the NFL would kill to have been a part of that trade.
Yes, but the Titans collapse and the Ryan Tannehill collapse sent A.J. Brown to a place where the Tennessee didn't have to think about him. They thought they could replace him with Treylon Burks. Mistake and a miss. And when A.J. Brown gets involved in Philadelphia, they're truly unstoppable. And that's what I think that the frustration comes from is if you throw me the ball and we are connecting and I have 5 catches in a game, it's going to be for 60 yards minimum and a touchdown. If I was A.J. Brown, I would have these same complaints because in that Bucs game, the targets that he had were just awful. They were bad from Jalen Hurts. They were non-competitive throws to A.J. Brown, and I would be frustrated because he is a guy that if the ball gets in his hands, 1, he doesn't drop it. 2, he can't be tackled. 3, he's always looking for the end zone. 4, he can take all the contact and contested catches. That's a guy that should be as much involved in the offense as any other receiving option. And I think that that's rational frustration for him because he beat the Rams. It was, I know Jordan Davis, the block and the return, but in that game, A.J. Brown beat the Rams. In the fourth quarter when it mattered, in the third quarter when it mattered, he was able to move the ball down the field when the Rams defense was stalling the run game. I would have tremendous issues with the offense if I put in that performance against LA and then got dealt that shit hand that I was dealt in Tampa. Completely vindicated for me. But this is one of the issues with Philly, and a crack in a wall that seemingly won't go down, but it's a crack that we have to acknowledge is there's so much talent in the offense, someone will always be snubbed. Now, not everybody can be Devonta Smith, who is just a quiet soldier, goes out, does his job, comes back, and doesn't put up a stink. A.J. Brown's not that guy, though, and I don't need him to be Devonta Smith. I need him to be A.J. Brown because that's what makes him great. So this is just one of the things when you have a mega superstar team that you're going to have to deal with. I stand with A.J. Brown. Get him the ball. Get him the ball, Jalen.
Oh, so you're kind of against what I was.
I had Eagles fans blighting me up all week about Jalen Hurts versus Josh Allen and all that. Josh Allen would get A.J. Brown 10 legitimate targets a game. Jalen Hurts throws it in the vicinity. He probably has 4 or 5 a game. Wait.
We know that's not true about Josh Allen because Stephon Diggs gets cast off the way that he was.
You hear how Stephon Diggs was talking about Buffalo this week? Buddy wishes he was in Buffalo.
Well, by the way, seriously, but that's actually an example of like Jalen Hurts is going to get the priority and the benefit of the doubt here over A.J. Brown. If they don't think that they have a good – Howie Roseman will just do whatever he feels like that he thinks is going to say. If he's going to go out there with offensive linemen lined up at receiver so they could just run the wishbone, which we have preached, I think that he would do it. I think if you want to run a 4 tight end personnel and figure out building play action off of that, he's going to do it. I want to be very clear here. Like, this is not – because this is always the tough way of talking about this stuff. A lot of times when you say, like, hey, why are you complaining about this? It's sometimes perceived as like a shut up and dribble type of a take.
Right.
That's not how I'm saying it. You have a right to be frustrated, but the frustration to me doesn't feel like they're not getting him the ball and he's not appreciated. The way that I'm seeing it is he's so good.
Yeah.
And when you're the best receiver on your team, you're going to get highlighted by a defense. And they faced a lot of really good defenses so far that have good secondaries. You're freeing up and opening up the rest of your offense to find success. They're finding they have not been as potent as they were in the past. They have not lived up to our usual expectation. But when A.J. Brown gets pulled out of the game because defenses are trying to slow him down, it's going to cultivate them winning football games, hence why they're undefeated. AJ, I'm just trying to say you should be excited by the fact that your team is winning. If this was like the Ravens, if he was on the Ravens and you're 1-3 and the team's struggling, you're all warranted to come out and make that statement. If you have the same stat line and you're on a 1-3 team coming off of a Super Bowl win, I'm all for you complaining about it. I'm all for you for being public and be like, hey, this is bullshit. This is ridiculous. Like, go out and make that statement. But your team's undefeated. That's where I'm off on this, where you can create little cracks in the relationships on your roster by being public about this stuff. I will give him 100% credit. Real mature grown man thing to do to just come out on during the week and say, like, this was on me.
I love A.J. Brown. He owns up to the stuff.
Which is why I like him.
And eventually it's going to come back to him. He's faced the Cowboys. All right, week 1, maybe we're getting in a rhythm. Chiefs, great defense, 5 catches, 27. Rams, big game. Buccaneers. Those are all playoff teams. Mm-hmm. Those are all playoff teams. Eventually, they're going to play some soft-ass teams like the Giants. They're going to play some bad teams across the board, and he's going to get his lick back.
You settled down over there.
It's just the first team. They'll play twice. He's going to have like 200 yards there. But he should be doing bigger numbers. He should have more of a role and an impact on the offense. I'm rooting for him. I think that Philly will eventually get it all sorted for Arthur Juan Brown. I didn't know that's what AJ stood for.
Is it?
Arthur Juan Brown. Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's not an Arthur Jr.?
No, it's pretty cool right there. But the wide receiver 1 frustrations, I think, are as vindicated as they can be for AJ in the situation because he was a wide receiver 1 on a shit team, but he was getting 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns with Tennessee. And he thought that gravy train was going to continue. I think he's a dynamic competitor. I'm rooting for him. I'm holding out that he finally gets some real targets and can make a significant impact. Also, if I was him, I'd be pissed that Jalen's running so much in games. I'd be pissed that they're scheming up my quarterback to run 3 yards opposed to me hulking 6'6" 220 wide receiver not getting a schemed up 50-yard pass. Like that's something that would.
You sound like you have AJ Brown on your fantasy team.
I do not. I wish I did. I'm starting Alec Manor.
More yikes. Holy shit.
4-0 in that league,
Dude,
though. I'm running through it. Me and Alec versus the world.
This is the first time in fantasy, by the way, for me that I've ended up. I know no one wants to hear me talk about my fantasy team. I have ended up as the spot where I have like guys on my bench that are doing really well that are never going to get into my starting lineup. So everybody's sending me shit trade offers, and I'm telling everyone to eat it.